guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome back to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a special run through. We're going to be mixing all of these games together. That's right, we're going to be playing the D&D adventure system with Wrath of Ashardalon, Castle Ravenloft, and the Legend of Drizzt all mixed in together. We're going to be playing a two-hero, they're going to come from different boxes. Also an adventure from the Legend of Drizzt. Join me at the table, let's have some fun. But before we do, I want to give a special shout out to Twisted Existence. Yes, Twisted Existence is one of the viewers that have been with us from the very beginnings, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching and for your comments. Again, let's go play. Alright guys, I got the game almost ready to go. Of course, that doesn't mean much in these type of games because we have to go into the adventure book and see what setup is like. We're going to do that together. But I have chosen my two heroes. They're already on their start tile where they're going to start the adventure. I have all of their cards already, and like I said, we're mixing stuff together. We actually have our cards ready to go, and our cards today are going to have monsters from all three. So that means there's monsters from Castle Ravenloft, there's monsters from Wrath of Ashardalon, and there's monsters from Legend of Drizzt, all in here. We're gonna give them a good shuffle so that I'm hoping we get a variety of monsters. We get not just monsters from one set, but monsters from different ones. Alright, and same thing for the treasures. We are going to be using treasures from all three sets, and same thing for the encounters. So hopefully we're going to get a good variety of stuff that you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's from that game, and that's from that core set, and etc. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this particular scenario. Now I found one that I think I will enjoy because actually it doesn't use encounters that much. In this game we are pretty much not going to use the encounter deck. We're mostly going to be closing up the map and trying to find an exit before the map gets closed up. And you're going to see that now when we go to the adventure book and we read a little bit about what our objective is, what are we doing here. And this adventure, I'll tell you in a minute, I believe it comes from Drizzt. I'm not 100% sure anymore. Alright, let's go to the book and check. So yes, this is Adventure 10 from the Legend of Drizzt, and it's Escape from Neverneath? Something. The cursed tunnel below Castle Never constantly change. You must escape or be forever trapped underground. And our objective is to escape. And this is a 2 to 5 group adventure. That's what we're playing with two heroes, and any of them are suggested. So I picked from different core sets. So the setup. I got all those tiles already. Place a start tile on the table, each hero on any square. We did that, and then take the broken door tile from the cavern style stack and set it aside. Shuffle the rest, take 3 tiles from it, shuffle the broken door into these tiles, then without looking, put them into the cavern stack after the 8th tile. And then for starting awards, 1 healing surge, and each hero draws 1 random item card from the treasure deck. I have my healing surges to the side. We're going to give everybody a treasure, so and it has to be an item. So the wizard gets a necklace of fireballs, and for the cleric, we get holy water. So the necklace is going to let us attack each monster on a tile that's away from you, and it's a +5, 1 damage. And the holy water, choose an undead monster within 1 tile of you. It takes 1 damage. And both of these items are going to replace our attack action, which if you played this game before, you know that we get 1 attack action per turn, unless we're Drizzt. He gets an extra attack action, but we're not playing with Drizzt today. I'll show you the heroes once I start playing with them, so you have a better idea of what they're up to. Okay, so I found the broken door. So we take the first 8 tiles. Well, let's shuffle these. We kind of want to have the broken door be anywhere from like 9, 10, 11, or the 12th tile, one of those. So we're going to need to be doing a little bit of exploring. And I'm going to go ahead and after I finish the setup, read the special rules for this adventure. You're going to see those in a minute. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Actually, wait, I'm doing this in the wrong order. First, we pick just 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I picked 3, and one of them is the one that we have to hide. So let's give it a shuffle. Okay, now after we've got the broken door shuffled in here somewhere, now we count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we put them here. And the reason why you leave the other ones is because they're actually encounters and evil things that can make you pick tiles from the bottom of the deck and kind of make your adventure a little harder. We'll leave those there. And then this is the surface hollow, which is the other tile that we need, and we just keep this one aside until we find the broken door, because of course you would know where this one is, right, if we put it in there. And then the special rules for the adventure: cavern edges. Whenever you would draw an encounter card for any reason, instead you place a cavern edge tile next to any one unexplored edge of your choice. You can instead spend 5 XP not to place a cavern edge tile. If something would prevent you from drawing an encounter card, such as the secret cave tile, you also do not place a cavern edge tile. And you cannot place a dungeon tile next to an unexplored edge tile that is physically blocked by a cavern edge tile as described on the rulebook. But of course you can, because you're going to be putting an edge there. And once the broken door is revealed, you no longer place cavern edge tiles and instead draw encounters as normal. So before we go, when you start the adventure, read: the catacombs beneath Castle Never were once protected by powerful magic, but the spell plague corrupted the wards into a powerful trap. The bewitched tunnels now engulf intruders, imprisoning them forever in the abandoned halls. You have fallen into the tunnels below the castle, and if you don't hurry, you will be trapped underground. So let's hurry. Alright, so we can get started. Again, I'm playing with the wizard and the cleric. Let's start with our wizard. I'm going to show you what he's all about. Here's his card. He has an AC of 14, HP of 6, which I already have his 6 HP on the table, speed of 6, so that's how many squares he can move, and then if he ever dies and needs to use a healing surge, he regains 3. Also, you can open any door on your hero's tile, but there are no doors in this adventure, so his power is pretty much useless. But he's not going to be so useless fighting. Attack each monster on your tile, and after the attack, choose a tile within one tile of you. Place each monster on that tile that you choose. Okay, so it's an attack of 7, damage 1. And then the arc blinding, attack up to 2 monsters. Each monster can be on your tile or any tile within one tile of you. Nice. And then here's his utility power. I'll let you read it. His daily power. And he has another daily power. Alright, so he's going to go first. Now, my friend is here. And so because I have a speed of 6 and we want to explore, because they told us we needed to hurry, I'm going to go meet him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to stay here, I think, and explore east. So let's go. We know this is not the tavern. Now remember, we have to place an encounter card for any reason. We place an edge, a cavern edge instead. Okay, so we explore and we find a narrow passage. Heroes and monsters on this tile have a -4 AC. There's a mushroom tile, so we place a monster, our first monster of the game. And I'm going to show you the monster, which is a gargoyle, but I'm also going to show you what I've been doing during the turn, because I usually show you before I move and do all this fun stuff, but I didn't. So let me show you that as well. If you're familiar with the game, you know what this is all about. But we took our hero face, starting with the wizard. If you have 0 hit points, but we don't, we're fully healed, so we skip to number 2. Perform one of the following actions: move and then attack, attack and then move, or make 2 moves. We actually only needed to move once because our speed was 6, but we did a move and we didn't attack because there's nothing to attack. And then we went to the exploration phase. If your hero occupies a square adjacent to an explored edge, which he did, go to step 2, which we did. Draw a dungeon tile and place it with the triangle adjacent to the unexplored edge. So we face the triangle to our tile, the tile that we were in, and then we draw a monster card. That's exactly what I'm going to show you next. And here's our gargoyle, which is going to act in a minute, because once I place it, we're going to go to the villain phase. if you didn't place a tile during the exploration phase, or if you place a tile with a black triangle, which we didn't, our tile has a white triangle, then we draw an encounter card. So no encounter card this turn, which wouldn't be an encounter card, it would be an edge. And then if a villain is in play, but I don't think there's a villain in this adventure, so we just go to Act 3, activate each monster and trap you control in turn in the order you drew them. So this gargoyle is going to start here on the mushroom pit, and it belongs to the wizard because he drew them. We have to make sure that we keep track of which monster we drew first. So either put him down in a straight line or to the side. I know this game takes a lot of table space once you start accumulating monsters and stuff. But hopefully we'll get to kill them before they do anything to us. So like I said, it's a white triangle, so no encounter. Remember that heroes and monsters on this tile have -4 AC, so they're easier to kill. However, I don't think this gargoyle is going to stay here. Let's see what his action would be, because now it's time to activate all the monsters that are on the board. If the gargoyle is within 1 tile of a hero, which it is, then it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on the tile with a whirlwind of claws. And here's his attack. We're going to add +8 to whatever we roll, and damage is going to be 2 and we're slowed, or if he misses, we're still taking 1 damage, each of us. So of course he wants to go to the tile with the closest hero, which is here, which we are both in it. So we're both getting attacked with this whirlwind of claws. It's a +8. Let's start with the one that brought him, which is the wizard. He has an AC of 14, so with a +8, it's most likely he's going to get hit, but we'll see. So roll a d20. Yes, we got hit. So it's 2 damage. And we're also slowed, so we need to go find the condition. So our speed turns into 2 until the end of our next turn. So Heskin has been hit. Now we go to Thorgrim. Let's see, his AC is 16, a little higher, but he still hit us. So that's 2, and we also get slowed. All right, but once we've done all that, it's the end of the monsters or the villain phase, or I guess the enemies, and we can go back to our turn. Now our wizard Heskin already played, so it's up to Thorgrim to do something. Now he's slowed, so he can only move 2. I don't think he wants to move, however, because he is on the edge of a tile, so he will get to explore at the end of his turn. But what he wants to do is attack this gargoyle. So let's see what are his cards. He's mostly our healer. So here he is. He has a better AC, better HP, but slower in moving, because our friend the wizard moves 6. Also better when he recovers from a healing surge. 8. You know healing techniques. At the end of your hero phase, if you did not attack, 1 other hero on your tile regains 1 hit point. But I'm going to have him attack this turn, so that's not going to trigger, but maybe in a future turn he cannot attack and have someone regain a hit point. As far as at will, attack 1 monster within 1 tile of you. If you hit, choose yourself or 1 hero on your tile and regain a hit point. Healing strike, attack 1 adjacent monster. If you hit, choose 1 hero within 1 tile of you. That hero regains 1 hit point. Daily power, flame strike, choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. Attack each monster on that tile. And then a utility, use this power during your hero phase. 1 hero regains 1 hit point. Hit points equal to his or her healing surge value. And the other utility, use when you or a hero on your tile is hit by an attack. The attack misses instead. You and each hero within 1 tile of you gains a +2 bonus to AC until the end of your next hero phase. So I'm going to use my healing strike because it gives me a +8 instead of a +6 to attack the gargoyle. It says if you hit, choose 1 hero within 1 tile of you. That hero regains 1 hit point, and I'm hoping to help the wizard regain that hit point. Now the gargoyle has an AC of 16, and it takes 2 hits to kill him, so I'm not going to kill him this turn, but at least one can try, right? One can slow him down a bit. 10 plus my 8 is 18, more than enough to at least hit him. I know he's not dead, but he's not going to act this turn because only the heroes that Thorgrim controls act during the hero's turn. He's going to act next turn. And of course, Thorgrim is probably going to add another monster to the equation here when he explores. But hey, it is what it is. We are in a dangerous place, right? All right, so let's go. Let's find the hit point for the monster. Okay, there he goes. And with that, Thorgrim is going to stop. He attacked. He can move, but he doesn't really need to. He is where he needs to be. So at the end of his hero phase, we can discard this, and he's no longer slowed. And now we go to the exploration phase. He is at the edge of a tile, so we're going to get our next tile, which is another white triangle. So that means no encounter, but we do get a monster. And this time it's an orc archer from Wrath. All right, so there's our archer, and then of course he's going to act no encounter because we drew a white triangle, but now the monsters that Thorgrim controls are going to act in the order that they were drawn. He's the only one he's got. Let's see what he's going to do. Here we go. AC of 13, HP of 1, easier to kill than the gargoyle. If the orc archer is adjacent to a hero, he's not. If the orc archer is within 2 tiles of a hero, it attacks the closest hero with an arrow. That's going to happen because he is only within 1 tile of a hero. So the arrow is going to hit us at a +6, and even if it misses, it's going to inflict 1 damage. All right, +6. But he got a 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. I mean, it still gives us 1 damage, so we're only at 5 HP. That's okay. At least it didn't hit us for 2. But with that, the monsters have gone. Now we're back to the wizard, who is slowed. Does he want to move? He sure does. All right. Heskin is going to move 2, 1, 2, because that's all he can move since he is slowed, which he will discard at the end of his turn. And now he's going to use his Arc Lightning. Attack up to 2 monsters. Each monster can be on your tile or any tile within 1 tile of you. This is a +7, inflicting 1 damage. He's hoping to kill both of them and be done with them. Okay, so first let's hit the gargoyle, which is going to act during his turn, so he wants to make sure that he kills it. It's an AC of 16. He's got a +7. All right, and he gets an 18, so good enough. Yeah, really good. So with that, the gargoyle is all finished. He's out of here because it takes 2 HP. He was already hit 1. And we put the gargoyle as XP. This one's going to give us 3 experience, so not bad. We also would take a treasure. However, before we do, let's go ahead and hit the other monster. We can only take 1 treasure, no matter how many monsters we kill during a turn, so it doesn't matter much. Let's just finish our battle. How much? This is a 13 AC, and we already have a 7. 7 and 14 will do it. So this guy is also gone. It's 1 XP, so we are up to 4 XP. Thank you for your services. And for our treasure, we get Scrimshaw Charm. And this is going to let us reroll. Alright, but with that, we are finished with our turn. We moved, we attacked, so this gets discarded because it is the end of our hero phase. And then we move to the exploration phase. He is at the edge of a tile, so he's going to explore, and we get another white triangle. Okay, another narrow passage. We've seen those before. And we get a monster here. What do we get? We get a whole bunch of rats, and they're going to activate right now. If the rat swarm is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves to the closest hero tile and attacks each hero on the tile with a multitude of bites, which is a +7 damage of 1. So these are the wizard's monsters. They go here, and again, if it is within 1 tile, it is. It moves to the closest hero's tile right here and attacks each hero on that tile. Now Thorgrim is not on that tile, luckily, so it's just going to attack him. Is a +7. He needs to get a 14, so the rats only need a 7, and they do get it. So it's a 1 damage. Okay, and with that, the wizard is finished. We go to the cleric, and the cleric better start doing cleric things. I don't remember if I healed Heskin when I was supposed to. Might have missed that, but I'm not going to change it because maybe I did, and I don't want to heal him twice. He's going to use his his Sacred Flame. Attack 1 monster within 1 tile of you. If you hit, choose yourself or 1 hero on your tile. That hero regains 1 hit point. So before he does that, he's going to move because it needs to be someone on his tile. 1, 2. 2 is all he needs. We're going to explore to the west because he's planning on healing Heskin. So if he hits, which he gets a +6 on, and he needs to hit a 12. And he sure does hit. So the rats are gone. Our friend here regains a hit point. Plus we get a treasure. We find a breath of life. And you can play this fortune immediately. Regain 1 hit point. Thank you, we will. And we just discard our treasure. And Thorgrim is the one that got that. So he's the one that has to regain the hit point. So both our heroes have taken 2 damage. Alright, and at the end of the hero phase, we go to exploration phase. We're going to explore this way. And we get our first black arrow from a volcanic vent. And also a monster. We found a zombie. So the dwarf is going to keep the zombie for himself. We do have a black arrow, so now that we are on the villain phase, if we have a black arrow, we need to, instead of drawing an encounter, we're going to close off an edge. Now, the good thing is that we can close off any edge we want. It doesn't have to be the edge that is the closest to us. So with that in mind, I probably want to close this one because I don't want to make the map go this way anyways. I want to keep it as small as I can for the cameras, together as I can. So that was that. And if we ever have no place to explore, we are trapped inside this dungeon and we lose the adventure. So, and also if we lose our heroes, we lose our healing surges, and we can't, and we don't have a hero dies and we don't have a healing surge, then we also lose the adventure like that. All right, but in the meantime, our zombie is going to go. If the zombie is within 1 tile of a hero, which it is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks the hero with a rotting fist. Here's the attack. 1, and for each monster on the zombies, 1 for each monster on the zombies tile. Okay, so they like to come in hordes, of course. But luckily there is no one here on the tile, no other monster, so it will just be 1 damage. If he can get through my AC, which is 16, he's rolling at +5. 5 and 8 is 14, so 13. So no, he does not. So he misses. Okay, so with that, this is finished. The dwarf is all his monsters have gone. So we go back to our wizard, who, let's see, what's he gonna do? He can attack each monster on his tile with the thunder wave. It's going to be rolling a +7. And after the attack, choose a tile within 1 tile of you. Place each monster on your tile on the chosen tile. So if we don't kill it, we get to move it. Okay, I wish it was before the attack, because then I would put him here in the narrow passage where he gets a -4 AC. But his AC is not, by the way, this swarm, his AC is not that bad. It's only an 11, and we already have a +7. So 7 + 6 is 13. We did it. So bye, zombie. HP, XP, not HP, and a treasure. Alright, we get a tunnel map. This faded parchment shows a shortcut used during your exploration phase. Place the top tile of the dungeon tile stack next to any unexplored edge. Place a new monster on that tile. You do not draw an encounter card during your next villain phase. Okay, nice. If the tile is specified by the adventure, follow the instructions for the beginning, but I don't think we're there yet. Alright, he'll keep it and he'll use it next turn. Alright, so he's attacked with his thunder wave. Now he can move. And the good thing is he moves a lot. He moves 6. Now, do I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so that Thorgrim can follow me? Or do I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and but then Thorgrim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 won't be able to follow me unless he makes 2 moves. So I think the smartest thing is to go that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to explore this way just to keep things organized. But also, if I'm here, I have a -4 to my AC, and I don't think I like that. So up we go. At the end of the hero phase, he is on an unexplored edge. So here's another tile with a black triangle. Okay, and so we need to, instead of an encounter, we're going to place another one of these edge tiles. Sure, we don't plan on going this way anytime soon. So let's get us a monster. Okay, we found a snake. That's for the wizard, and now the monsters are going to act. So the snake is coming. If the snake is within one tile, yes it is, it moves. I guess it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a bite, and the bite will poison us, so let's see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna move it adjacent to the closest hero. You know what, let's just put it here so that Thorgrim has kind of a way to stand adjacent to it and hit it next turn. Alright, at a +7, has to hit at 14, and it does. We are poisoned, but that's the end of the monsters. I'm going to take a damage at the beginning of my next turn. I'll show it to you when that happens. Alright, we're back to our dwarf that has to come and help. Alright, so he's going to move. He has a speed of 5. So 1, 2, 3. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to stand right there. And then he's going to use his healing strike. Actually, he'll use his sacred flame because the healing strike needs to be adjacent to the monster. But with this one, it's attack one monster within one tile of you. If you hit, choose yourself or one hero on your tile. That hero regains 1 hit point. So he has a +6. He needs to hit a 13. And 11 + 6 is 17, so good enough. Snake down. We're getting some XP. And treasure. We got a fortune. You can move your speed or make an attack and then discard it. I'm also going to regain a hit point before I forget because of his sacred flame, because it says choose yourself or one hero on your tile. There's no hero on my tile, so I'll choose myself. Now here, I can attack or move my speed. There's nothing to attack, but you know what? Since I can move my speed, 1, 2, 3, we're going to go to the other edge so that we can continue our map this way. So I don't think it would have made a difference. And now that we're there and we're done with our actions because we moved and we attacked and we did all this fun stuff, we get a treasure, we're going to explore. Okay, and we find another volcanic vent and another monster, and it is black. So we do need to put an edge somewhere. I guess we're not going down here anytime soon. So you see how the map is starting to close up. I'm going to leave this one open just in case, just for a little bit. Alright, what monster do we get? I think this is our first monster from Drizzt. And you can tell it's from Drizzt because it has those 2 swords on the bottom. So the Hunting Drake, which is going to activate as soon as I put it down. If the Hunting Drake is within one tile of a hero, which it is, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks the hero with a rending bite, which is a +8, 1 damage. So it starts here, and because it is within one tile of a hero, it's going to go ahead and move adjacent to the hero. Yep, adjacent to the closest hero, which will be here, and attack it at a +8. It's got to get a 16. 7 + 8 is 15. He misses by just by 1. Okay, so that's the end of the Drake. We go back to our Heskin, our wizard, who is poisoned. Take 1 damage at the start of your hero phase. Discard this marker at the end of your hero phase if you roll 10 or more. Okay, so we take a damage. We're going to go straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to use our Thunder Wave again. Attack each monster on your tile, and after the attack I can move the monster if I don't kill it. So I'm hitting at a +7. I need to hit a 14, but I do kill him. So monster down, and I get a treasure. I find a shield of protection which gives me a +1 bonus to AC. So I'm going to keep it here to remember that now his AC is 15, not 14. Okay, and that's the end of his hero phase. So we're going to roll to see if he's unpoisoned. Is that a word? So he needs to roll a 10, and he gets a 13. So yes, he is no longer poisoned. And then we're going to go to the exploration phase. And remember, he has a tunnel map. Use during your exploration phase. Place a top tile of the dungeon tile stack next to any unexplored edge. And then we place a new monster on that tile. You do not draw an encounter card into your next villain phase. Now, I wonder if I still get to explore because I'm at the edge of a tile, or if this replaces that. That I'm not sure about. My guess would be that we get both, but I'm not sure. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and put this one, put this one here. And we need to draw a monster for it. So all the way over there, we're going to put a blazing skeleton, and I'm guessing it's going to act this time. So If the blazing skeleton is within 1 tile of a hero, it is not, because we put it really, really far. Otherwise, the blazing skeleton moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. He also takes 2 HP to kill, but he is undead, which means that one of our heroes can hit it for 1 using an item that he got earlier. So this is the wizard's monster. I'm gonna put him right here, and then I will say that yes, we get to explore over here. It's just kind of like we got an extra exploration, and it's a white arrow on our glyph, and we get a monster. Alright, the Kobold Dragon Shield is going to act now. If the Kobold is adjacent to a hero, it's not going to be. If the Kobold is on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge, draw a dungeon tile from the bottom of the stack and place it next to the Kobold's tile and place a new monster. Oh, nice. All of that. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Looks like we have an explosion of new monsters coming in. So, from the bottom, because of course from the top it would help us. They don't want to help us. They just want new friends coming. So over here, this guy's there. We get a new monster down there. And then we get a skeleton, which is going to act. So the skeleton is adjacent. It is not. If the skeleton is within 1 tile of a hero, it is not. It is within 2 tiles. So the skeleton moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. He's a happy skeleton, isn't he? Like smiling. We went from no monsters to 3 monsters. All controlled by the wizard. So it's going to have a fun turn. And off we go with our friend. He's going to move 1 tile closest, right? That's what he says. One towards the closest hero. Okay, perfect. So now our dwarf. I think it's time to use our daily power. We're going to use Flame Strike. Choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. Attack each monster on that tile. It's a +6, but even if I miss, it's 1 damage. I'll be getting rid of 2 monsters. That's a win. And yes, I know, daily powers I should probably keep to, that is 3 damage if in case I get a bigger monster. I know there's treasure cards that would let me unflip the powers. Will we get those? Doubtful. But here we go. Doesn't matter what we roll, we're still going to kill them. We win good because we rolled a 2. But our miss is still 1 damage, so we get rid of both of these. And we get 1 treasure, but these are XP. But we need to be, I like being in monster control, you know. And as our treasure, we get Harrowed Experience, which just serves as 1 XP. And we put it on the experience discard pile, and we just use it as XP when we need it. We haven't used any XP yet. We can cancel those cavern edges, but I'm hoping to cancel encounters once they start occurring, once we find that broken door. Should be coming soon. So I'm just going to put it here with our XP, and then he's going to move, but he's going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stand next to this unexplored edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can follow, so it's all good. So what do we get? We get a crystal shard. It's white, so no need to cancel it. And there's a monster. It's a water elemental with 2 HP. If the water elemental is adjacent, it's not. But if the water elemental is within 1 tile, it moves to the closest hero tile and attacks each hero on that tile with a wave, which is a +8, 1 damage. Okay, so he's there, starts here, but then because he's 1 tile away, he's going to move to this tile, and he's going to roll a +8 and deal 1 damage to us. At an 11, yes, he does. Okay, so 1 damage to our dwarf, but that's the only monster he controls, so we go back to the wizard. All right, so our wizard, he would love to come and help, but he also wants to explore. If he moves 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he won't get to an unexplored edge. If he moves 6 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then he would, and that's kind of where I want to go so that the map opens up this way, just for sake of space. Can he attack this monster? Does he have anything that attacks a monster within a tile? Attack up to 2 monsters. Each monster can be on your tile, or yep, he can use his arc lightning. Let me show you. He can attack up to 2 monsters. There's only 1 monster that he can reach because the monsters can be on your tile or any tile within 1 tile of you. So it's a +7, 1 damage. The water elemental takes 2 hits, so he won't be able to completely defeat him, but at least knock him down a bit so that the dwarf can finish him on his turn, which would be great because the water elemental will not act until it's the dwarf's turn, since it's the dwarf's monster. So let's see if we can hit it +7. That's a 17. So yes, we do 1 damage. No treasure because we didn't defeat a monster, but you know, at least we got that. And then after that, he's gonna move like planned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be here because we do want to keep exploring. We should be close to the broken door tile. So at the end of our turn, we're going to the exploration phase and reveal the broken door. Okay, perfect. So when we reveal the broken door, we have to go back to the adventure book and read what to do once we reveal that special tile. So first of all, when you reveal the broken door, read, "The shattered door reveals the only escape from this cursed cavern. You have found the exit, but can you get out alive?" Let's hope so. Broken door. When a hero reveals the broken door, place the surface hollow tile next to the closest unexplored edge of the broken door tile. Then each player draws a monster card and places the corresponding monster figure on any square of either the broken door or surface hollow tile. To escape to the surface, a hero must end his or her hero phase on any of the 4 middle squares at the far end of the surface hollow tile as shown here. Remove the hero figure from the board. That hero has left the cavern. And those blue squares at the end of the surface hollow, that's where we escape. Okay, leaving the cavern is optional. Once we leave, he or she cannot re-enter. The player plays the rest of that hero's turn, then transfer all monsters and traps he or she controls to the player on his or her right and is out of the game. And we win if all of the heroes escape. And here's our defeat, which I already mentioned. If we can't escape because there's no unexplored edge, or if we run out of healing surges, which we haven't used any yet, so we should be okay. Okay, so here's our surface hollow, and we place the tile next to the closest unexplored edge, which would be either 1. I'm going to place it there so that it stays on camera. And then we each have to get a monster and place it either on the surface hollow or the broken door tile. Not sure we can place it on the narrow passage. I would think it's here or here. So let's do it. So first for the one that, what do you call it, started all of this, he gets a wolf, okay? And let's place the wolf here all the way back. He seems kind of dangerous. And then for our friend the dwarf, we get a human cultist. And he also seems dangerous, but he won't attack until it's the dwarf's turn. So we'll put it there to make it more even. 1 on each of these tiles. And we have to escape through these 4 squares right here. So with that, he is finished. The monsters that he has are going to activate. This is a white triangle, so we're not revealing an encounter. But from now on, remember, we are going to be revealing encounters as usual. So if we do not explore, which probably we won't because we've explored as much as we have to, then we're going to be getting encounters. So let's first see what the blazing skeleton all the way down here is going to do. If hits within 1 tile of a hero, but it's not. So otherwise, moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. That was easy. So he's making his way to the action. Can he get to the action in time? It's gonna take him a while, honestly. And the wolf, if the wolf is adjacent, it's not. If the wolf is within 2 tiles of a hero, it is. It moves, is it within 2 tiles? 1, 2, no, it's not. It's within 3 tiles. So otherwise, the wolf moves 2 tiles towards the closest hero. This guy moves fast. Because even though this we place together, they're stuck together, there's a line defining that these are 2 tiles. So the wolf is 1, 2, 3 away from, or 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the dwarf. So no matter how I slice it, he's not close enough, but now he will be. 1, 2, he moves 2 closer to that guy. But with that, all of the wizard's monsters have activated, so we go back to the dwarf, who's got a guy here, and then 2 guys over there. Now, I think it's better to get rid of this guy. I'm going to go ahead and use my healing strike. Attack one adjacent monster. If you hit, choose 1 hero within 1 tile of you. That hero regains a hit point, so it's a +8. And it doesn't say myself, but it doesn't say 1 other hero. So I know that this is from Castle Ravenloft, which was like the first first of all of the D&D adventure systems, so the wording differs a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that that means I can choose myself. But first we gotta be able to hit it. So the water elemental has a 12 AC. I'm hitting it at +8. Should be pretty easy, but you know, I can still miss. Let's see. No, I did not miss. So he's gone, and I do get to heal. Okay, and that's 2 XP and also a treasure. And I get a bolster. Play immediately, choose one hero. That hero either regains 1 hit point or ends 1 condition that's on him or her. I'm going to choose to, nobody has conditions, so I'm going to choose the wizard since he's halfway dead and regain a hit point. The cleric is doing cleric things. Even when he finds treasures, he's healing things. So he's already healed up. He only has 1 damage on him, but this guy had 3 damage out of the 6 that he can handle. So we'll go ahead and heal him. And you know, I know we're at the end of the game, kind of. So I'm about ready to start using all of my utility powers and my daily powers and all of that, because they reset at the end of the game. Like when I play my next adventure, I'll have them all ready. So it's time. Also, I need to remember I have my holy water, but I think the only undead thing that's around is this skeleton so far away that I don't think it's going to bother us. But I also get a reroll if I ever need it. But he hasn't moved, so let's go ahead and move him. He moves 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can be right there next to the action. It's kind of scary though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna leave him there. The reason being, I know he's coming, and then I can start healing him. Although he moves really slow. If he moves here to 5, then next time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he still won't be able to escape. So it's gonna take him a couple turns, unless he moves twice. He can do that as well. All right. So, but I think I'm gonna stop there, and then the human cultist is gonna go. If it's within 1 tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with a poison dagger, which is a +6, 1 unpoisoned. The closest hero is right here, so he will stand, doesn't matter where, I guess here next to the dwarf, and attack him, try to poison him. So it's a +6, he needs to hit a 16, and he does. So it's 1 and poisoned, which means he'll take a damage at the beginning of his next turn. But that's the only monster he's got. So now we go to our wizard, who, if he wanted to, could move and get out of here and not help. But what kind of friend would that be, right? And also we got our special, all the powers that we haven't used yet. So let's do it. First, let's use our daily power, Hurled Breath. Choose a tile within 2 tiles of you. Attack each monster on that tile. This attack does not count as an attack action. This is a freebie. Of course, it's a daily power, so we have to flip it and not use it after that, but and it's only a +5, 1 damage. But let's see if we can do it. All right, so first for the wolf, it's an 14, so just got a +5. Let's try. 11 + 5 is 16, so that works. Okay, and the wolf only takes 1 HP. Yes, it does. So wolf is down, and then 5. And how much is the cultist? The cultist is a 14. And we got a 2, so we missed. So we flip it to indicate that we've used it, and this is not even an attack, so it's kind of like he got a freebie. So now he's gonna go ahead and maybe we should use one of the, let's see, I think we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then use Thunder Wave. Attack each monster on your tile, and after you can move the monster 1 tile away. So +7 and 1. I don't want to move to the narrow passage and risk having -4 AC. Although I think I have a shield, which helps me a little bit. But let's see if we can get this guy. We're only rolling at a +7, and he has an AC of 14, so 7 more. And we get it. Okay, so he is out, and we do get a treasure for that. We get a brief rest. Play immediately. Your hero regains 1 hit point. Flip up one of your used powers or items. So we gain a health back, and we get to use our daily power again if we need to, which I don't know that we need to. We are very close to leaving this place. But at the end of our hero phase, we did not explore. So because we did not explore, we're gonna get our first encounter. So I don't think we've shuffled this. So let's give it a shuffle. And of course we have enough XP that we can cancel it if it's nasty. So whenever a hero discards a treasure card, he or she takes 1 damage. Ooh, I don't like that. We're gonna go ahead and cancel it with our XP because we get a lot. I don't know that we're gonna get that many more treasures because there's not that many monsters roaming around anymore. But we have the XP to do it, so why not? Remember this, it told us that if we spend 5 XP, we can discard it. So let's find 5 XP here. Spend the big ones first. Here's 3. And then 4, 5. Sure, let's do that. We can keep change just in case we need change later. So these are monsters that we're going to discard. We've canceled the encounter. And with that, he's done. Because he controls the blazing skeleton. So the blazing skeleton, you know that if he's within a tile of a hero, well, he's not. So he's just going to move 1 more tile. So he's got long ways to go because of the way the map turned out. So I'm not worried about him. So our dwarf is poisoned, so he's going to take a damage. And now he's going to, I think we can leave. I mean, sure, let's try. So he's going to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another move. 1, 2, 3, and at the end of his hero phase, he is no longer here. So he's out of the dungeon, which I don't know that it matters that he's poisoned. He will transfer any monsters to the hero that's on his right or on his left, or the other hero that's left. But he didn't have any monsters, so. But at the end of his turn, since he didn't explore, we get another encounter. It's a neglected passage, but you know what? It doesn't even matter what it is because I think we have enough to cancel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we do. So who cares what it is? We'll just cancel it because we want to get out of here. And this is a treasure, so it goes here. But these are all monsters. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. Now, because now it's the wizard's turn and he can just take 2 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he doesn't even need to take 2 moves. He can just take 1. He's out of the dungeon, and we've done it. I don't know if we need to do an encounter for him, but let's say that we do overrun. Each hero takes damage equal to the number of monsters he or she controls. Do we have enough XP to cancel that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we do. So we don't even need to worry about that. If we had to, which I doubt because we had just escaped. We're out of the dungeon. We did it. Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run-through of the D&D adventure system, mixing up all of these wonderful games that I know you guys love. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Meeple Village if you haven't done so already, and to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram so you can learn more about Meeple Village. I will see you all on the next video, but until then, may you play more games.